It's Week 7 of the NFL. And up next are the Texans' sure-handed wide receiver. He went well over 100 yards a week ago and found his way to the end zone. It's the Texans and the Titans, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 23.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. Welcome to the broadcast booth, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we've got an interesting matchup here featuring two of the league's best in what they do. We have one of the best rushing attacks in the NFL going up against a team who's made their money defensively by shutting things down through the air, CD.
Yeah, and Brandon, I want to see how well-rounded each team is because we know what they're a league leader in, but how well can you do the other things that you need to do on that side of the ball? To me, this is a chance for the lesser heralded guys this season to come through and help earn a victory.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl and came really within one quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Second down, they go again with Henry. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-out here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Goff. Looking for Shepard deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Alexander gets past one man. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook. but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Alexander. And he's got Jordan complete right side. So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The Texans at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a 1st down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll run on 1st down. It's Daniels. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries, 65 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and the coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
2nd catch for him today. Running down the 1st down. We got a lot what you see for this offense here on the 1st drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another 1st there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Alexander. His throw incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And his kick is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And the 1st drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that 1st drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the 1st one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They'll try the right side with Henry. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. That last effort is noteworthy because he just passed Tony Dorsett on the all-time rushing list. Dorsett had 12,739.
Well, rather fitting because Tony Dorsett, one of his nicknames, the Hawk. And this guy just flew right past him.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's Goff. Looking for Austin, intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it.
And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Tennessee offense set to go again. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff rolling to his right.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
The first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
On first down, Daniels. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Back to throw. Alexander. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit from the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Been a nightmare of a first quarter for him. 2 interceptions, 1 return for a touchdown. As he starts again here, 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
A 1st down carry for Henry.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Here's Goff. And this one is incomplete.
These two teams are met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A shotgun snap for Goff.
That's complete to Treylon Burks.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Henry up the middle. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Goff now to throw. That's complete left side to Shepard.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
They'll try to run for the 1st with Henry. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. 1, the turnover battle, and the 2nd, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. The pitch to Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Here's Goff. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They were able to get 9 yards yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
There's another example that playing football isn't strictly being physical. You got to think as well. Nice job reading his keys by the linebacker and going out in the open space when they dumped it to the back. He was able to make the play and stop him short of the goal line.
They'll run forward with Henry, and he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. The big back Derrick Henry held out of the end zone. And his Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Taken in at the 11. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Now, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. So here are the Texans to take over. They've lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Alexander. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick 6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And this is now a 1-point game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
And the Texans set to come onto the field.
And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
That's the gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and 2, Alexander.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
Fielded at the 20. Now a hit and a loose football. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Throwing to start the drive. Alexander. That is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Alexander.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And his kick here is good. And the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
Again, it's Henry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He finds his man, complete. It's Weber.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Goff on 3rd down. Looking for Shepard deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
The Texans offense set to regain possession.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Draw play. It's Eckler. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. A big kick, 50 yards that time, with a return of 4. And it'll be Titan football. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go.
They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, here's Goff. And Woods has it complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Goff completes it to Austin.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Goff to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Again, Goff. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Titans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Santos now to add the PAT. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a Tennessee score.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are...
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
On 3rd down, Alexander, and that is incomplete. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona. 1st and 10 as they start this drive.
They begin with Henry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Goff.
This will go to Henry out wide. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Here's Jamie Gillen
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Off play action. Alexander. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield, and oftentimes the QB ends up on his backside as he did there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Lockett.
And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24.
It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Texans send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
68 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Well, no doubt a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage yardage, trying to pick up first downs. That big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They'll run it again with Henry. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. From the 50, it's Goff. Eluding the pressure right.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Houston's offense taking over again.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. To throw on 2nd down, Alexander. This complete to Lockett. Room here to run. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Up the middle they go. It's Daniels. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Looking to throw. Alexander on the screen. This is Eckler. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
To throw on 3rd down. Alexander. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st down, Alexander. Going to throw right side here, complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
Well, surprise, surprise. First and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decided to throw for it, but the pressure got to them quickly and put the quarterback down.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Daniels. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have retaken a third-quarter lead. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out come the Titans now. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest. And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Running left, it's Henry. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now it's Goff. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there. Forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Throwing to start the drive. Alexander. He's going to look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. 5 yards. Now it's third and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Alexander. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Texans send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Goff.
He'll get that one to Carter complete.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 4. And that's complete to Shepard.
And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Goff now to throw.
That pass taken in by Burks. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Goff throwing again. And this is Shepard on the catch.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Goff to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Henry running right. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the right side with Henry. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. This third down, they had to be alert for a possibility of a pass. But that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Again to Henry. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Goff now looking to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack.
And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
From the gun on third down, Alexander. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff.
And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Goff.
This one downfield to Burks.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 33 yards that time.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback. And he hits a big one right there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Derrick Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a one-score game. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry.
Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Goff. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
So now the Texans down 27-20
Just under 2 minutes to go. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. He'll look to throw. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So now let's look at the situation. They do have all 3 timeouts remaining, so barring a 1st down, they could conceivably get the ball back.
So now it's all about defense and stopping the clock. Don't give up.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. A 1st down carry for Henry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, Henry. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. So now the story changes. Trailing in this one now. And time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. On 1st and 10, Alexander. That's into the hands of Cobbs, right side. Throwing on 1st down. Alexander over the middle, complete. That's Daniels. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And he completes it to Cobbs. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 41-yard line. Open man is Cobbs. That's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And that one caught by Cobbs over the middle. And they'll work this down inside the 30. What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for the Titans, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Houston, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.